It's time to budget for March. Hi, and welcome to Well Balanced Wallet. I'm Kamika, and today we are going to budget for March. It's not quite the end of February yet, but I wanted to go ahead and get a jump start on this because we had a bunch of stuff going on in February. So let's get started. Okay, first up, we are going to zero out the next month category as usual. And if you notice, I have dark mode on my Ynab today. I have dark mode on my phone. I've never used it on the PC for my budget before, but I kind of like it. So we'll see. Okay, starting off, let me see. Last month for our phone bill, it was $60.56. So it'll likely be similar this month. So I'll do 61. Internet was pretty expensive last month. Let's see. I think we'll go with, let's do 160 just to be sure. And we had $21 left in there. But I think Philo still has to come out, which is $20. So I'm gonna leave that at 181. And actually we have $70 here in the phone bill. So let me back up for a second and subtract $9 from this since we had money left over. Okay, that's good. So that just brings it back up to the ready to assign. Electric, I don't recall what our electric bill was for this month. So, and it hasn't come out for February yet either. So let me go ahead and do 230 just to be sure. And within the next couple of days, it'll come out for February and this amount won't be so high. All right, so gas, we're gonna need 150. Water, we'll put, what was it last month? $83. We'll just do that again, but I think it's 70 something. We'll see at the end of the month. I'll just bring whatever's remaining up to ready to assign and we'll use it that way. Car insurance is $138.91. Life insurance is $35.13. My loans, I actually don't know. It was time for me to recertify, so I had to fill out all the documents. And according to the federal aid website, if I stayed on my current income-based repayment plan, my monthly payment would be $700, and I think that is absurd. So I ended up applying for the save plan, which would be $100 more than what I've been paying. So I've been paying $282, and I think it would take it up to I don't think it was $380. I think it was $345. I don't know. I'll try to put it on the screen here. But I'll put $380 just to cover it. And then once I get the final breakdown, I'll adjust it because they haven't even approved it yet. That was just the little estimate that they give you at the beginning when you fill out the documentation. So we shall see. And as far as CARES loans go, I don't know if it's time for him to recertify, but his loans are in forbearance because he's currently in school. So we're just gonna leave that as it is. For gym, we did $25. Apple Music, we'll do $37. Mortgage, I think I mentioned it in the last video, but we're not doing the $1576.91 right now. We're just gonna do the $1325. And eventually we'll get back to the $1576, but for now, we're okay, just paying exactly what our mortgage is. Also, our escrow account needs to be increased this year. So we have the option to let it increase our mortgage monthly or to pay, I think it's $460 up front. So we are going to pay the $460, and then I think it's due in March. So I'll go ahead and pay that, and our mortgage will remain at $1325 for another year. So that's always interesting. Okay, there are 5 weeks in March. You see it's broken up into 5 sections here, and our goal is $100 a week, so we'll do 500. And still keeping an eye on the ready to assign numbers. So we're at 959.96 left. So let's keep going. For restaurants, we'll do 150. And as you can see, we haven't spent all the money for February just yet. We probably won't. So we'll just keep this money here. Same for groceries. We still had a little bit left in there, but there's one more week of February days. So we're good to go there. Okay, for spending, let me ask Siri. Random number between 25 and 80. Okay, so Siri said 37. I have my Siri on the option where I can type to it and it doesn't respond out loud. But the answer was 37, and last month it was actually 38. So that is interesting. We got random numbers for 2 months and they were $1 off. Very interesting. Moving on, we have $735.96, and we are going to do 100 for our household goods, 200 for miscellaneous, 50 for entertainment. And now we are at our sinking funds, and this time we only have $385.90 available, most likely because there are 5 weeks in the month for our groceries. So let's see what we want to do. This is actually a hard one this month because we only have $385, but we do have stuff coming out of the school category throughout the month. And I don't know, I think our sinking funds, the treat yourself, car maintenance and repairs, medical expenses, and the once per year, I think those are all okay. So I don't think I'm going to focus on those like right now, maybe towards the middle or the end of the month. We shall see. But for now, I want to do the personal care because we might need something for the month, like clothes or toiletries or something like that. Nothing too crazy, but I want to make sure we have something there. Don't necessarily want to put anything for new car. I do need to put something for the Christmas account. So for our Christmas account, I think it's usually like $20 per week. And since there are 5 weeks in March, we'll need to do, is that $100? Yeah, $100 here. And we need the remaining amount, the $235.96. I think we need all of that for the school category. For school, I did mention that my husband is getting a second bachelor's, mostly paid for by my job. And we do have like a couple $100 to pay for per term, which is the amount that my job doesn't cover, which is usually for fees or whatever else. So we need to make sure there's money there. And then also I take Spanish classes. So we need money for that as well. So I think what we're going to do is put, let's see what it looks like when we put the $235.96 here. Oh, I put that backwards. I transpose numbers all the time. Okay, that's at $313. I don't think we need that much. I think we need, let's take $100 out. Okay, I think we'll be safe with that. And then we have $100 that we can add somewhere else. And being that we spent a lot of money in February and we do have a couple more trips coming up in the next few months, I think I am going to put the $100 towards the treat yourself category. And that's it. All the money is assigned. So as you can see, sometimes our budget looks a little bit different because of different circumstances. So for example, had our spending money been a little bit more than $37, we would have had less for the sinking funds, which is fine. You know, it's ebbs and flows. You have, you know, extra money one month and less extra money the next month, and it's totally okay. But the thing is to make sure that you are taking into account everything that you have coming up and that you're flexible and know how to adjust different categories, which we will do throughout the month. If I notice that we need more money for something else, I'll take the money that we just put in the treat yourself category and move it wherever we need it. But for now, this is what our March budget looks like. Now I want to hear from you. What does your March budget look like? What trips do you have planned? And what are you currently saving for? Let me know in the comments. That's all for this video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and click the link on your screen right now for more Well Balanced Wallet content. See you there.